Hello dear students, welcome back to the class. Today we shall do our chapter number 6, study of the first element, hydrogen. Hydrogen symbol is H, capital H, and molecular formula of hydrogen is H2, means it exists in the atmosphere as H2 not H, as H is nascent hydrogen and it is most reactive. Valency of hydrogen is 1, its electronic configuration is 1. Since it has one electron, and position in the periodic table is in the first period and first group. Here you can see the periodic table. The hydrogen lies in the first group here and in the first period. Period is always horizontal and group is always vertical. It lies in the first group, or you can say 1A group. 1A group or simply first group and the first period. Relative atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. Since it has only one proton and no neutron, so its relative atomic mass is 1, and the relative molecular mass is 2, because here it has 2 in the molecular form, it has 2 in subscript. So it has relative molecular mass as 2 and its atomic number is 1. Now students, the position of hydrogen in the periodic table is always a matter of controversy and debate, because it shows similarity with that of the alkali metals as well as with those of the halogens. Some of its properties are similar to those of the alkali metals and some of its properties are similar to those of the halogens. Halogens means group 17 elements or 7A group elements. Now we shall discuss the similarities between hydrogen and alkali metals. Similarities between hydrogen and alkali metals. What are alkali metals? Group 1 elements are alkali metals: hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. These are the group 1 alkali metals. First point is electronic configuration. The electronic configuration of hydrogen and alkali metals has similarities, as hydrogen's electronic configuration is 1 and the electronic configuration of lithium with atomic number 3 is 2 and 1, and the electronic configuration of sodium with atomic number 11 is 2, 8, 1. As you can see in the electronic configuration, hydrogen as well as the alkali metals, these have only one electron. So they have only one electron in the outermost shell, so their electronic configuration is similar. Next one is number of valence electrons. Here the number of valence electron is 1. In the outermost shell of hydrogen, it has only one valence electron, and valence electron is that electrons that lie in the outermost shell. So in the lithium, in the outermost shell, how many electrons lie? 1. In the sodium, how many electrons lie in the outermost shell? 1. So in the valence shell, hydrogen as well as the alkali metals have 1 electron. Next one is valency. Hydrogen as well as the alkali metals have valency 1. Next one is ion formation. Hydrogen as well as alkali metals, being electropositive in nature, they loses one electron to give cations. For example, hydrogen gives H positive ion and loses one electron. Similarly, lithium forms lithium positive and loses one electron. Next one is reducing power. Fifth point. Reducing power. Both alkaline metals and hydrogen acts as a reducing agent. Here you can see in these reactions, copper oxide reacts with hydrogen and gives copper and water. Similarly, copper oxide when reacts with sodium, it gives copper and sodium oxide. Here hydrogen acts as a reducing agent as it displaces oxygen, means from copper it loses the oxygen. Here it is only copper, so it reduces the copper oxide to copper. So it acts as a reducing agent and has reducing power. Similarly, sodium acts as a reducing agent and displaces the oxygen from copper and makes sodium oxide. Like here hydrogen makes water, and it also does reduction for the copper oxide as it loses the oxygen and forms copper. So there is a reduction of metal. How reduction? Reduction means loss of oxygen. So here is loss of oxygen, and what helps in the loss of oxygen? Hydrogen and metal. So they act as a reducing agent and has a reducing power. Next point is burning. Hydrogen as well as alkali metals, when they burn, they have reaction with oxygen. Sorry, here is hydrogen. When hydrogen reacts with oxygen, it gives water. When sodium metal reacts with oxygen, it gives sodium oxide. When hydrogen reacts with oxygen, excess of oxygen, then it forms hydrogen peroxide. Here hydrogen reacts with oxygen and produces a pop sound with the production of water. There is a special characteristic of hydrogen, that is when it burns, it produces pop sound. And when sodium reacts with oxygen, it forms sodium peroxide. Similarly, when hydrogen reacts with excess of oxygen, then it forms hydrogen peroxide. So they have the similar type of reactions. This shows the similarities. Next to seventh point is combination with non-metals. Non-metals such as, when hydrogen combines with non-metals such as oxygen, sulfur and chlorine, it forms H2O, H2S, HCl. Similarly, when alkali metals say sodium reacts with oxygen, it forms sodium oxide, sodium sulfide and sodium chloride. So they form similar type of products. One thing that is to be noticed is that alkali metals are so reactive that they are always kept in the kerosene oil. Because they react with the atmospheric moisture, and hence this causes the metal tarnish. So there is some layer that is wrapped on the surface of the metal, so that makes the metal degraded in quality. For that purpose, these metals are always kept in inert atmosphere, in inert organic solvents, that is like kerosene oil. So these metals are kept in kerosene oil. Next we shall discuss about similarities between hydrogen and halogens, that is group 17 elements. halogens. Now first see the electronic configuration. Electronic configuration of hydrogen is 1 and that of any halogen, say fluorine, with atomic number 9. It has electronic configuration 2 and 7, that gives us 9. So hydrogen as well as halogen, they have only 1 electron less than the nearest noble gas. The nearest noble gas for hydrogen is helium. It has electronic configuration 2 and nearest noble gas for the fluorine is neon. It has the configuration 2 and 8. Here it has only 1 electron less than the nearest noble gas configuration. Here hydrogen is also having 1 electron less to achieve the doublet, right? So they have the similar type of electronic configurations, hydrogen and halogens. Next point is valency. Both hydrogen and halogens has valency plus 1. Sorry, they have valency 1, both hydrogen and halogen. Third point is formation of ions. They form negative type of ions, that is anions. For example, hydrogen when combines with an electron gives H negative. Similarly, when fluorine reacts with electron, it gives F negative. So both form anions. Next point is electronegative character. Like metals have electropositive character, in alkali metals it has electronegative character. Means it attracts a shared pair of electron towards itself. Similarly, the above reactions are written here, showing the electronegative nature of hydrogen as well as of halogens. It means it attracts the electron of the shared pair towards itself. Next point is physical state. Like halogens and hydrogen is also gaseous. Fifth point is physical state. Like H2 is a gas, similarly F2 is gas. So physical states are same of the halogen as well as of the hydrogen. And next point is sixth, atomicity. Hydrogen has the atomicity 2, fluorine has the atomicity 2. So they have the same atomicity, that is 2. Next, here are some properties of hydrogen that are different from alkali metals as well as from halogens. We shall discuss these properties. Differences that are in the properties of hydrogen. Properties of hydrogen that are differ from those of alkalis and halogens. First is different properties of hydrogen from alkalis and halogen are hydrogen atom has only one shell. Hydrogen atom has only one shell because it needs only one shell because it has only one electron. But alkali metals as well as halogens, they have 2 or more shells. So it is first point of difference. Second is oxide of hydrogen. What is oxide of hydrogen? That is water. It is neutral in nature. But however, oxides of halogen, that is Cl2, is acidic in nature, and oxides of metals, that is sodium oxide, is basic in nature. So it's showing the neutral nature, but it is acidic. Halogen oxide is acidic and metal oxide is basic. Alkali metal oxide is basic. So there is the difference in the properties of hydrogen and alkali metals as well as halogens. Next we shall discuss about the discovery of hydrogen. Discovery of hydrogen. Students, the credit of the discovery of hydrogen goes to Henry Cavendish. He discovered hydrogen in 1766. Although Robert Boyle discovered hydrogen. Boyle discovered hydrogen in 1672. But the credit goes to Henry Cavendish because he not only produced the hydrogen with its reaction with iron but also described its nature. He shows that hydrogen forms the gas which burns in the air, and he also named the hydrogen as inflammable air. Inflammable air. Inflammable air means which catches fire. And as hydrogen combines with oxygen and forms water vapors, so Lavoisier gave the name hydrogen as hydrogen. He gave the name hydrogen from the Greek word hydrogen. It is from the Greek word which means water former. Hydrogen from the Greek word. It is derived from the Greek word which means water former, which forms water. Right? So Lavoisier in 1783 gave the name hydrogen, and the credit goes to Henry Cavendish. Although he discovered hydrogen first, but it further discussed hydrogen and said it is inflammable air, and also discussed about the nature of hydrogen, that it forms water vapor. And Lavoisier gave the name hydrogen from the Greek word which means water former. Hydrogen means which forms water. Next we shall discuss about occurrence of hydrogen. Hydrogen occurs in the free state as well as in the combined state. Occurrence of hydrogen. In the free state, it occurs in the atmosphere. In the Earth atmosphere, it is present about 0.01%. In the Earth atmosphere, there is about 0.01% of hydrogen. Large amount of hydrogen is found in the atmosphere of Sun and those of the stars. Sun and stars. Hydrogen also occurs in the combined state. In the combined state, it occurs in most of the hydrocarbons, proteins, and also in sugar. The formula of sugar is, here hydrogen occurs in the combined state, but here exists in the free state. Next we shall discuss about the preparation of hydrogen. Hydrogen can be prepared from the reaction of metals, that is alkali metals, in the water with cold water and hot water, and water in the form of steam. So metals which reacts with hydrogen with cold water. Preparation of hydrogen with metals from cold water from hot water, from steam. So some metals are very reactive, so they even react with cold water, and these metals are potassium with the symbol K, sodium symbol Na, and calcium symbol Ca. And some metals react with water, that is hot water. They do not react with cold water because they are comparatively less reactive, and these are magnesium And some metals, they do not react with water, that is neither with cold water nor with hot water, even they react with steam. These metals are aluminium, zinc, Zn symbol, and iron. Potassium and sodium are very reactive metals. When they react with water, they dance on the surface of water. Because their density, suppose this is water, their density of the metals is less than that of the density of the water. So they dance on the surface of water, and potassium burns with a lilac color flame, whereas sodium burns with a yellowish color flame, golden yellowish color flame, and hydrogen gas is obtained. When sodium reacts with water, when potassium reacts with water, there is formation of potassium oxide and hydrogen gas. We were discussing the preparation of hydrogen. So we can form the hydrogen from the reaction of water with metal. Similarly, when sodium reacts with water, it forms sodium hydroxide and H2 gas. So there is formation of hydrogen gas. But these are very explosive in nature. They dance on the surface of water and produces flames. So sodium amalgam and potassium amalgam are used for the production of hydrogen because these are very explosive. Amalgam means the mixture of metal with that of the mercury. So the alloy of the metal with mercury is called amalgam. So we obtain first amalgam, then amalgam sodium or amalgam potassium amalgam or sodium amalgam reacts to give the hydrogen because they are comparatively safe. Next one is calcium. When calcium reacts with water, it forms calcium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Calcium's density is more than the density of the water, so it sinks at the surface. If it is water, then calcium sinks because its density is more than the density of the water. And the solution of metal hydroxides, all the hydroxides we are obtained here. Sodium hydroxide we obtained as the byproduct, and potassium hydroxide. These hydroxide turns the red litmus blue. They turns red litmus blue, which indicates that these hydroxides are of basic nature, because bases are those which turns the red litmus blue and acids are those which turns the blue litmus red. But here it shows the basic nature of the metal hydroxide. Next we shall discuss about the action of magnesium with hot water. As magnesium is comparatively less reactive, so it reacts with hot water and gives magnesium hydroxide with the evolution of hydrogen gas. Magnesium also reacts with steam and gives magnesium oxide and hydrogen gas. So in this way hydrogen gas is obtained.